All right, welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about online businesses.
Yeah, really exciting stuff.
You sent me some articles about how to make money online, especially in 2024. Some really interesting ideas. So I think we should just dive right in.
Sounds good.
The first article is called The Most Profitable Online Businesses in 2024. And I thought, everyone says that, but what actually is? They highlight 4 business models.
Yeah.
And one of the things that kind of stood out to me was the digital products idea. Like ebooks, online courses, templates, things that you can just make once and sell over and over again.
Yeah, that's one of the beauties of digital products is the scalability of it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about the physical inventory or the production costs.
Yeah.
Once you create it, you can sell it to 1 million people, with very little additional effort.
Exactly. But so many people are doing that these days.
Yeah.
Like, how do you stand out? Does the article talk about that at all?
Yeah, it does. It really emphasized the importance of niching down. So finding a very specific target audience and really solving their very specific problems.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of creating a course on photography, you create a course on food photography, for example.
Right.
Or instead of creating a generic fitness tracker app, you create one that's specifically designed for bodybuilders.
I see. So really honing in on who you're serving.
Exactly.
So you're not trying to be everything to everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense. But I have to ask, that does seem like it would limit your customer base.
It does, but it's kind of like the analogy of the laser beam versus the flashlight. The laser beam is very focused and can cut through steel, right? The flashlight can illuminate a wider area, but with less intensity.
That's a good analogy, yeah.
Niching down allows you to really become an expert in that specific area.
Right.
And that can actually be more profitable than trying to be everything to everyone.
Okay, I'm starting to see it. But also, that takes a lot of time. You got to make the thing. You got to market it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
What if someone's like, I need money now, Is there something in the article that speaks to that?
Yeah, actually there is. Affiliate marketing is one of the things they talk about. And that can be a much faster way to generate income online.
Okay, so tell me about affiliate marketing then, because, maybe I'm not familiar with it.
So basically, you're promoting other people's products or services, and you earn a commission for every sale that you make.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to make the product, you don't have to ship the product.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to deal with customer service or fulfillment.
Right.
You're just the connector between the product and the customer.
But how do you pick a product, though? I mean, is it just anything? I'm not going to promote something I don't like.
No, of course not. And the article talks about choosing products that align with your own interests.
Okay.
And that you would genuinely recommend to your audience. For example, if you're passionate about fitness,
Right.
you could promote fitness equipment, supplements, or online fitness programs.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So there's that authenticity there because, I can tell if someone's BSing me.
Exactly, and people can tell.
Yeah.
And so building trust with your audience is crucial.
Absolutely, yeah. And that makes me think of the second article you sent over, 3 tips to start an online business with no money. I love that idea. 0 capital. Who doesn't like that? So what does it say?
Well, they talk about, choosing the right business model, obviously.
Yeah.
Like drop shipping or freelancing.
Right.
Being savvy with free or low-cost tools.
Yeah.
And then they say something that I thought was really interesting, which is to sell the concept first.
Okay.
And they gave this example of, a college student who was like freelancing from their dorm room. And they basically started by offering to write website copy for local businesses. And over time, they actually built a 6-figure business.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah.
Just from like this tiny little thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So sell the concept first. What do they mean by that, though?
Basically, before you invest a lot of time or money,
Yeah.
you validate your idea by seeing if people are actually willing to pay for it.
Oh, that's really smart, actually.
Yeah. And so in that case, the student didn't create a whole website, didn't buy any fancy software.
Yeah, right.
They just put themselves out there and said, hey, I can do this for you. And people were like, yeah, sure.
And they got paid.
Yeah, exactly.
I see, okay. Like, don't quit your day job until
Exactly.
your side hustle can
Yeah.
pay your bills.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else is in this toolkit for online entrepreneurs that they talk about.
Well, they mentioned Tailor Brands for designing logos.
Yeah.
TubeBuddy for YouTube growth.
Right.
Canva for creating visuals of all sorts.
Oh, Canva.
And ConvertKit for building email lists.
That's a lot of stuff. Like, can I actually do all that myself? Well, that's the thing, right? These tools are all designed to be user-friendly,
Okay.
even if you don't have any prior experience.
Yeah.
And so in the past, you would have had to, pay a lot of money to hire like a graphic designer.
Right, to get a logo.
Or like a web developer or a marketing consultant.
Yeah.
But now with these tools, you can do a lot of it yourself.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really democratized entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's amazing, actually. I mean, it's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to dive into the next article. So this one is making money online without investment. I feel like there's a theme here.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to make money, but no one wants to spend money.
Yeah.
So this one goes into a little more depth about those different models.
Right.
Like freelancing, drop shipping. What else do they talk about?
Affiliate marketing, we already talked about.
Right.
And then blogging.
Okay, so those are the 4 that they focus on. Let's break them down one by one. Freelancing, that seems pretty straightforward. You have a skill, you offer it to people, and hopefully they pay you for it. What are the pros and cons?
Yeah, so the biggest pro is that you can usually start immediately
Okay,
with the skills that you already have.
right.
You don't need to create a product. You don't need to invest in inventory.
That's great.
You can literally just, set up a profile on a freelancing platform and start pitching clients.
Okay.
The downside, though, is that it could be a bit feast or famine.
Oh, okay, I see.
So you might have some months where you're super busy,
Yeah,
and then other months where you're struggling to find clients.
right.
And so your income can be a bit unpredictable.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's freelancing. What about drop shipping? I see that everywhere these days.
Yeah, dropshipping is an interesting model. It's basically where you're selling products online, but you don't actually handle the inventory you're shipping.
Oh.
So you partner with a supplier who stores and ships the products directly to your customers.
So I'm like the middleman.
Exactly. You're the middleman.
Okay.
You create an online store, you list the products, and when someone buys something from your store, the supplier takes care of the rest.
I mean, that sounds ideal. What are the downsides?
Well, finding reliable suppliers can be a challenge.
Okay.
Also, customer service can be tricky.
Oh, right, because you're not actually dealing with the product.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so if something goes wrong.
Yeah, you're still responsible for making sure that the customer is happy.
I see.
And then the other big challenge is competition.
Oh, right, because so many people are doing it.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a very low barrier to entry, which means that there are a lot of drop shippers out there.
So you got to find a way to stand out.
You got to find a way to stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to find a niche, build a strong brand, and really market your products effectively.
Niching down again.
Niching down, exactly.
There it is. Okay, what about blogging? Isn't that more of a hobby? Do people actually make money blogging?
Yeah. People definitely do make money blogging, although I think it's often overlooked as a business model.
Okay.
But there are a number of ways to monetize a blog. You can use advertising, affiliate marketing, you can sell your own digital products, or even offer services like coaching or consulting.
Okay.
But the key is to build a loyal audience who trusts your recommendations.
So content marketing, it's all about the content.
Yeah, it's all about creating valuable content that people actually want to read or watch or listen to.
Right. So, and I imagine that takes consistency. You got to be putting stuff out there all the time.
Absolutely. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
You can't just post once a month and expect to build a following.
Right.
You got to be showing up regularly and providing value to your audience.
Okay. So, a lot of work, but potentially really rewarding.
Yeah, and you get to be your own boss.
That's true. All right, I think we're ready for the last article, and this one is The Power of AI in Online Business. I think this is where things get really interesting because AI is everywhere these days.
Yeah, it's changing everything.
Yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing. So, what does the article say about how AI is impacting online businesses?
Well, it basically argues that AI is revolutionizing every aspect of online business.
Okay.
From content creation to customer support to product development. And it's not just about making things easier, it's about making things faster.
Right, scaling your business.
Scaling your business, exactly. And more efficiently.
So tell me, what are some of the specific examples they give? How are people actually using AI in their businesses?
So they talk about how AI can be used to automate tasks.
Okay.
Like scheduling social media posts or sending email newsletters.
Right.
They talk about how AI can be used to personalize customer interactions. So providing more relevant recommendations or offering customized support. And then they also talk about how AI can be used to analyze data
Okay.
to identify trends and patterns that would be difficult or impossible for humans to spot.
So it's like having a virtual assistant, but like a really, really smart one.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like having a team of experts working for you 24/7.
And it's all powered by AI. This is wild.
It is pretty wild. And it's only going to get more wild as AI continues to develop.
I'm excited and a little bit scared, to be honest.
It's understandable. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. But I think this is a great overview of the potential.
Definitely.
Okay, we've talked about 4 different articles, a lot of information. What would you say are like the key takeaways?
I think the biggest takeaway is that there has never been a better time to start an online business. The barriers to entry are lower than ever,
Yeah,
and there are so many resources available to help you succeed.
absolutely.
And you don't need a lot of money to get started. You don't need a lot of technical expertise. All you need is a good idea
That's true.
and the willingness to put in the work.
A little bit of hustle.
A little bit of hustle,
Yeah,
but the potential rewards are huge.
they are. And, with AI now, it seems like things are just moving so fast. Like the possibilities are endless. It's really, really amazing. Okay, this has been a fantastic overview.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about those specific AI tools and strategies. So stay tuned.
That sounds good. Yeah. It really is amazing how anyone can get started now.
Yeah, but it's not just about access, right? You got to have the right tools and strategies if you want to actually make this thing work.
Absolutely.
We were talking about AI before the break.
Yeah.
Can we go a little deeper into that? Like, I'm really interested in how AI can help with scaling a business.
For sure. The article, The Future of Online Business, How AI is Revolutionizing Entrepreneurship, actually talks about this.
Okay.
It talks about how AI can take on tasks like content creation or graphic design or even customer support
Yeah.
and free you up to focus on the things that really matter, like strategy and growth.
So it's like having a team of virtual assistants.
Exactly.
Working 24/7, just like cranking out all this stuff that would normally take me like forever.
Yeah.
But is there a risk that you lose that personal touch when you rely too heavily on AI?
I mean, that's a valid concern. I think the key is to strike a balance. AI is best used for automating those routine tasks and providing data-driven insights. But human interaction is still essential for building relationships and providing a personalized customer experience.
Right. It's like AI can do the heavy lifting, but humans should still be at the helm steering the ship, making those strategic decisions. So what really stood out to you from the article about AI-powered scaling?
What really fascinated me was the idea of AI optimizing sales funnels.
Okay.
Imagine a system that automatically guides potential customers through their buying journey,
Yeah.
providing them with the information they need at each stage and personalizing their experience based on their behavior.
That sounds incredibly efficient, but how does AI actually do that? Like, how does it get that personalized?
Well, AI algorithms can analyze massive amounts of data about customer behavior. Things like their browsing history, their purchase patterns, their demographics,
Yeah.
even their social media activity.
Wow.
And it uses that information to identify patterns and predict future actions.
It's like having a mind reader on your marketing team.
It kind of is.
But does that mean human marketers are out of a job?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
AI is a tool, not a replacement.
Okay.
Human creativity and intuition are still essential for things like crafting compelling marketing messages, building brand stories, connecting with customers on an emotional level.
Right, because AI can't do that yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so it's more of a collaboration.
Exactly.
Humans and AI working together to achieve greater results than either could alone.
That's the idea. AI provides the data and insights, and humans provide the creativity and strategy.
I like that. The article also mentioned AI in product development.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. AI can be used to analyze market trends, identify unmet customer needs, even generate product ideas.
Okay.
There are even AI tools that can assist with coding and prototyping so you can actually speed up the development process.
So it's like having a research and development team built into your software.
Pretty much.
This is blowing my mind. Okay, but let's bring it back down to earth for a second.
Sure.
If someone's listening to this and they're like, whoa, this is too much, where do I even start?
Right.
What would you tell them? How can they dip their toes into the world of AI without getting overwhelmed?
I would say start by identifying the areas of your business where you're spending the most time on those repetitive tasks.
Okay.
Or where you're struggling to scale.
Oh.
Then research AI tools that specifically address those needs.
Yeah.
There are tools available for every budget and every level of expertise, so you don't need to be a tech whiz to get started.
That's good to know. It's about finding the right tools for the job and not feeling like you have to use all the fancy new stuff all at once.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. And speaking of new stuff, this online business world is changing so fast. How do you stay ahead of the curve? Like, how do you avoid becoming a dinosaur?
You gotta stay informed. Subscribe to industry blogs and newsletters. Listen to podcasts like this one,
Of course.
attend webinars, join online communities.
Stay plugged in
Exactly, stay plugged in. That's the key to staying ahead of the curve
and be willing to adapt because things are changing all the time.
all the time.
All right, so let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the importance of building a strong online presence.
Okay.
It's 2024. If you're not online, you basically don't exist.
Pretty much, yeah.
So the article, Building Your Online Empire, a step-by-step guide, breaks down the process into 4 key steps.
Okay.
Building an audience, creating valuable content, driving traffic to your website or platform, and then monetizing that audience and traffic.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Right.
Oh.
So let's unpack those one by one. Building an audience, that sounds like a lot of work. Where do you even start?
Well, it starts with identifying your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? What are their interests, their needs, their pain points?
Okay.
Once you have a clear understanding of your audience, you can start creating content that resonates with them and building a community around your brand.
So it's not just about blasting your message out to everyone.
No.
It's about finding the right people and making sure your content is speaking directly to them.
That's exactly right. Building an audience is about cultivating relationships, not just collecting followers.
Okay, I like that. And once you have an audience, you got to keep them engaged with valuable content. What does that even mean? Like, what is valuable content in the online world?
Valuable content is content that provides information, entertainment, or inspiration that your audience finds useful or enjoyable.
Okay.
It could be blog posts, videos, podcasts, infographics, social media updates, really any format that resonates with your target audience.
So it's not just about creating content for content's sake. It's about providing something that your audience actually wants and needs.
Exactly. Your content should be informative, engaging, and shareable.
Okay, speaking of shareable content, the article also talks about driving traffic to your website or platform. What are the most effective ways to do that in 2024?
Well, there are a lot of different strategies you can use. Search engine optimization, SEO,
Okay.
social media marketing, email marketing, paid advertising, content marketing.
That's a lot of options.
Yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming, but the key is to choose the strategies that are most likely to reach your target audience.
Makes sense. I feel like SEO is one of those things that everyone's always talking about.
It is.
Can you give us a quick crash course on what SEO is and why it's so important?
Sure, SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's basically the process of optimizing your website and content so that it ranks higher in search engine results pages. When people search for information related to your business, you want your website to appear at the top of those results, right?
Right.
That's how you get more organic traffic to your site, which can lead to more leads and more sales.
Okay, so it's about making Google happy.
In a way, yeah. But it's not just about stuffing your website with keywords anymore.
No.
It's about creating high-quality content that provides value to your audience and that aligns with their search intent.
Right, so people are actually searching for the stuff that you're writing about.
Exactly.
Gotcha. So SEO is pretty complex.
Yeah.
Any tips for beginners who are just getting started?
Yeah, I would say focus on creating high-quality content that answers your audience's questions and provides real value. Use relevant keywords throughout your content, but don't overdo it.
Okay.
Build high-quality backlinks to your website from other reputable sites. And be patient. SEO is a long-term strategy. It takes time and effort to see results.
So don't expect to rank #1 on Google overnight.
Definitely not. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, right. Good advice. But let's be real here. The ultimate goal is to make money, right? So how do you actually turn an online audience into revenue?
Well, that's where the fourth step comes in monetization.
Okay.
There are many different ways to monetize an online audience. You can use advertising, affiliate marketing, sell digital products, offer online courses or memberships, even provide consulting or coaching services.
Wow, it's like a buffet of options.
It is. But the best strategy for you will depend on your niche your audience, and your business goals.
Right. So if you have a large engaged audience, advertising might be a good option.
Exactly.
But if you're more of a niche player, you might be better off focusing on affiliate marketing or selling your own products.
Right.
So it's about finding the right fit for your business.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different approaches and see what works best for you and your audience.
It's all about testing and refining your strategies.
That's the key to success in the online world.
Okay, so let's circle back to AI for a second, because I feel like we've just scratched the surface.
Yeah.
There are so many amazing AI tools out there that can help entrepreneurs enhance their businesses.
Definitely.
So where should we start? What are some of the must-have AI tools for 2024?
Well, we've already talked about a few, like ChatGPT for content creation and Canva for graphic design.
Yeah, those are good ones.
But let's dive into some other game-changing tools.
I'm ready. Hit me with your top picks.
Okay, let's start with marketing and Salesforce. Tools like HubSpot and Salesforce are incorporating AI to personalize customer interactions, automate marketing campaigns, and predict sales trends.
Those are some heavy hitters in the marketing world.
They are.
I've heard of HubSpot and Salesforce, but I'm not really familiar with their AI capabilities. Can you give us some specific examples of how these tools are using AI?
Sure. So HubSpot, for example, uses AI to personalize email marketing campaigns.
Okay.
It can suggest content topics based on your audience's interests and even identify the best times to send emails for maximum engagement.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah. And then Salesforce uses AI to predict customer churn, identify high-value leads, and recommend the best sales strategies for each customer interaction.
So it's like having a virtual sales team working for you around the clock.
Pretty much.
Analyzing data, identifying patterns, and making sure you're always one step ahead.
That's the power of AI.
It's amazing. All right, let's move on to project management, because I know AI is making a big impact in that area as well.
Yeah, definitely. Tools like Asana and Trello are incorporating AI to automate tasks, prioritize projects, and even predict potential roadblocks.
Okay, so instead of me having to manually assign tasks and keep track of everything,
Right.
these tools can just do it for me.
That's the idea. AI can handle those mundane tasks like scheduling meetings, sending reminders, updating project statuses,
Yeah.
while you focus on the strategic stuff, the creative stuff, the problem solving.
It's like having a personal assistant for your entire team.
Exactly.
Okay, this is all very exciting, but also a little overwhelming.
Yeah, it can be.
What advice would you give to someone who's just starting out with AI? Where do they even begin?
I would say start small.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to do everything at once.
Okay.
Identify one area of your business where you think AI could make a real difference,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's content creation, marketing, customer service, project management, and then research the tools that are available and choose one that aligns with your needs and your budget.
So pick one thing, master it, and then expand from there.
That's a good approach.
Don't try to boil the ocean.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of specific tools and strategies,
We have.
but let's zoom out for a minute and talk about the bigger picture. Where do you see the future of AI in online business heading?
I think the future is incredibly exciting. We're moving toward a world where AI will be seamlessly integrated into every aspect of business,
Wow.
from product development and marketing to sales and customer service.
So it'll be like AI is the invisible engine that powers our businesses.
Exactly. Working behind the scenes to make everything run more smoothly and efficiently.
And humans will be freed up to focus on the things that we're really good at.
Right. Like creativity, strategy, building relationships.
It's a beautiful partnership.
It is. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications emerge.
Creating new opportunities for entrepreneurs and transforming the business landscape as we know it.
Absolutely. It's going to be an exciting ride.
I can't wait to see what the future holds. All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
We've explored the most profitable online business models. We've talked about the power of AI and the importance of building a strong online presence. And we've discussed various ways to monetize your efforts. So as we wrap up this section, what are your key takeaways?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that the online business landscape is constantly evolving.
Mm-hmm.
And the entrepreneurs who embrace change and leverage the power of technology will be the ones who thrive.
It's definitely an exciting time to be an entrepreneur.
It is. There are more opportunities than ever before to build a successful business online, and AI is playing a key role in making those opportunities more accessible to everyone.
I'm feeling inspired to explore some of these AI tools and see how they can enhance my own work.
Me too.
But before we get too carried away, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll delve even deeper into the world of AI. and explore some specific tools and strategies that you can implement in your business today. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So before the break, we were talking about some really cool AI tools.
Yeah, the ones that can really help entrepreneurs kind of level up their businesses.
So what are some of these must-have tools then that people should be using in 2024?
Okay, so we talked about ChatGPT for content
Yeah?
and Canva for design, but there's a whole world beyond that.
Okay, give me like your top picks.
Okay, so let's start with marketing and sales. There are tools like HubSpot and Salesforce, and they're using AI to personalize those customer interactions.
Okay, so those are big names, right? I mean, I've definitely heard of them, but I don't really know much about like how they use AI. Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so HubSpot, for example, they can personalize your email marketing campaigns. They can suggest content topics based on, what your audience is interested in.
Yeah.
And they can even tell you the best time to send out those emails to get the most engagement.
So it's taking like all the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's cool. And what about Salesforce?
Salesforce uses AI to predict, like customer churn,
Okay.
or identify your highest value leads and recommend the best sales strategies.
Wow. So you're not wasting your time on like people that aren't going to buy.
Right. It helps you prioritize.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so then project management. Is AI in that too?
Yeah, for sure. Tools like Asana and Trello are using AI now
Okay.
to automate tasks, prioritize your projects. They could even predict potential roadblocks.
So instead of me like running around and trying to figure out who's doing what and when things are due, the tool can just do it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
AI can handle the mundane tasks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scheduling meetings, sending reminders, updating project statuses.
Yeah.
So you can focus on the big picture.
okay, so this is all really cool, but it is a lot.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone who's just like starting out with AI?
I think, honestly, start small.
Okay.
Don't try and do everything at once.
Yeah.
Pick one area of your business where you think AI could really make a difference.
Right.
And there are tons of tools out there.
Right.
Choose one that fits your needs and your budget.
Right. So don't go overboard. Just start with one thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a journey.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about all these tools and strategies, but zoom out a little bit. Where do you see the future of AI in online business heading?
I think it's incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
We're moving towards a world where AI is just part of everything
Yeah.
in business. I mean, from developing your product to marketing it to sales to customer service.
So it'll just be like the invisible engine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's powering everything
Behind the scenes.
and making it all run smoothly.
Exactly.
So we don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, AI will take care of all the repetitive tasks, the analysis, and give us those key insights. We can focus on being creative, strategic, and, building relationships.
It's a perfect partnership.
It is. And it's only going to get better as AI keeps evolving.
Yeah. I mean, this has been amazing. We've covered so much. We've explored, those profitable business models. We've talked about AI, building a strong online presence, how to make money. Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Yeah, I mean, just embrace the power of technology, never stop learning, and take action. I mean, there's so much opportunity out there for people who are willing to put in the work.
Yeah, it's really inspiring. And you don't have to do it alone. There's all those online communities, mentorship programs.
Tons of resources.
And all those AI tools that we talked about to help you. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive. This has been an amazing conversation. And to our listener, we hope you learned a lot and that you're feeling inspired to take your online business to the next level. Until next time, happy building.